Alright, here we go. Reacting to episode 3 of Lilo. Not Lilo and Stitch. Just Stitch. Watching episode 3 of Stitch. Season 1. Thanks to Disney for making this. Well, yeah. And Madhouse. And thank you, Man the Muffin, for posting this. Let's get into the reaction, shall we? Wait, I didn't realize that my proper mic was on. If you heard any sound, it probably came from my beats. Thank you to Disney for making this, along with Madhouse. And thank you, Man the Muffin, for posting this so we could react to it. Disney are the creators of, well, Disney and Chris Sanders and someone else who I can't remember the name of right now are the creators of Stitch. Disney kind of gave the budget. Chris Sanders came up with the idea and pitched it and got it approved, along with someone else who I can't remember. But he did not come up with the idea. He just helped make the idea a reality, along with Chris Sanders actually pitching it himself. In fact, Chris Sanders was the original voice for Stitch. Oh, damn. Alright, let's continue with the reaction. I didn't realize this mic was off. I didn't realize that. And also, is it even plugged into my beats? Yes, it is. Okay, great. Alright. Let's continue, shall we? Kijimunaa. Who is Kijimunaa? Or what is Kijimunaa? I'm gonna turn up the lighting on the light. Let's continue.
Yeah, another for me.
Seems like Stitch is struggling to learn how to fish. I don't think I would even be patient enough to do that. So I don't blame Stitch getting mad because he can't catch anything. Yeah. I'm just assuming because she said I caught another one, essentially. I'd brought a fish into her bucket, and then Stitch growled. So I'm assuming he's not having a fun time.
Stitch, look! Your pole!
Classic. Classic comedic touch when it comes to fishing. Like almost eating my mic, good lord. When it comes to fishing, so yeah. So yeah, I like that. Just let's continue, shall we? What Stitch doesn't realize is that if he doesn't want to get wet, he just messed up. Oh, good lord. Also, this isn't gonna catch any fish whatsoever. He thinks it will. No, that's just gonna backfire badly. Oh, good lord. You can see Stitch anticipating getting splashed. Same with Yuna.
Did you leave any water for the fish?
Any luck so far?
Huh? Hey, Grandma! Look at all the fish I caught!
Great catch! More than we need. How many did you catch, Stitch?
Stitch is not very happy to say that he just didn't catch any.
You know, with this many fish, we should offer some to Kijimunaa.
Kijimunaa?
Kijimunaa is a yokai who lives deep inside the forest, and I happen to know he loves fish.
I didn't know yokai ate fish like us.
Well, they do. Kijimunaa eats lots of it. That's why he's so strong.
Strong?
Strong as a tree. He may be the strongest yokai on the island.
Even stronger than me and Stitch?
Migataka Kijimunaa!
I don't think anything could be stronger than you and Stitch, but maybe like quicker at reacting, maybe, which could give them an upper hand against Stitch even if they aren't stronger. But then again, they'd have to be able to react at like a million times the speed of light. That is, if Stitch wasn't pretending to be a dog, which he usually does, because, well, it's the only way to disguise himself. But with the Stitch show currently, it doesn't seem like he's going underneath that alias, even though in the beginning of the show, Yuna made a remark that kind of quoted back to the original movie, saying that we could call him a collie and a stray, or I mean, not a collie, a stray, and say that we are adopting him, like we adopted him. Like, pretty much the same concept of how Lilo met Stitch, except Stitch, well, I guess he was technically a stray. That is if you think he's a dog, which he is not, but you get the point. Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah, can we meet him, Grandma?
Well, sure. All you have to do is find the largest banyan tree in the Chitama forest. That's where you'll find Kijimunaa.
Okay, we'll go look for him right after I get home from school tomorrow.
Okie taka.
Have a good day, students. Class dismissed.
Hey, Yuta! Want to help me break in my new inhaler? As fun as that sounds, Stitch and I already have other plans.
What are you guys doing?
We're going into the forest to try and find Kijimunaa.
Wowee! How cool it'd be to meet a real yokai!
Hey, why don't you come with us?
It's too scary. No thanks.
What's scary about Kijimunaa?
So, yeah, we're about to get a rundown of Kijimunaa, I guess. Don't know how accurate that's going to be because her mom, grandma, I'm assuming grandma, said good things about Kijimunaa, nothing negative. But she also only said, liked fish, possibly stronger than Stitch and Yuna. Okay. Let's see what we get from this.
Legend has it that he eats fish for every meal, and that he eats eyeballs for dessert.
Eyeballs?
Now that just doesn't sound accurate. Why would he eat fish and then eat eyeballs? Those are like two completely different, like more than completely different things. They're like complete opposites from one another. Like that's no. No. I don't think so. But then again, one eyeball could be considered an oracle. At least from the fantasy stuff that I've seen. It's weird. Ugh. But no, I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, possible, but I doubt it. It just seems like one completely edible thing to one completely unedible thing. Like, no. Let's continue, shall we?
For dessert?
I guess they're low-fattening. Anyway, it's true. I read it in a book that also said he was great at sumo wrestling.
Okay, now he's saying he read it from a book. Makes me curious if that's a non-fiction book or if it's a fiction book. I mean, fiction books can sometimes still have truths. Sometimes. Sometimes they're just completely made up. Non-fiction books will always have truths. That is, depending on the bias. Which is why you want to be careful when making a nonfiction book. So you can make it as close to a good representation of the person as possible. Or thing, or place, or anything, really. If that includes throwing rumors to the side, go ahead, throw rumors to the side. If you don't think those rumors have any sort of truth, just throw them to the side. Anyway, let's continue.
I'm scared of Sumo, too.
This lame-o.
Sumo, you say? Well, if he is supposedly stronger than Stitch... Well, actually, never mind. Stitch hasn't even learned too much of karate. So Stitch would be easily defeated. Well, maybe not easily, but pretty much be able to be defeated by, if that's true, of course, by what is their name again? I forgot the name. The person, said person, the person who supposedly eats eyeballs. I know I'm bad with names. I don't even remember this. Oh, good lord. I remember this is Kenny. I still have a while to learn because there's like 4 seasons, and I think only 3 are on YouTube. So I think only 3 seasons are on YouTube, and we can't watch the 4th one. Maybe it wasn't even dubbed into English. Who knows? Let's continue. I was going there.
Scared of everything.
Taro's so scared he sleeps with a nightlight. Even when he takes a nap in the afternoon. At least he doesn't sleep in class like you. Ugh. Who asked you?
Sleeping in class is pretty bad. Because then you have no idea what you're doing. But then again, so is also spacing out in class. You space out in class is pretty much the exact same as sleeping in class. Except for the fact that you don't get energy from it. You just zonked out. Have no idea what's going on around you in the surroundings and stuff like that. I've had that happen to me before. And I hope I'm not the only one. Obviously, I have ways to stop it from happening, but still. Anyway. It was like in elementary when it happened. Like, when it happened the most. Or middle school. I think it was elementary, not middle school. But it could have been middle school. Anyway, let's continue, shall we?
Everyone knows there's no such thing as yokai, Yuna.
Next thing she'll be saying they believe in little green Martians. Grandma said only those who believe in yokai are able to see them.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. Other than my talking here. Let's continue.
She's just a batty old lady. Hey, Yuna.
Stitch. Oh my gosh. Stitch. Okay. Okay. So Stitch just decided to come into school when he was probably supposed to stay outside school. Maybe on, maybe close to school grounds, but stay as far away from the classroom as possible. And yet he just decided he was gonna waltz right in. and interrupt their conversation. And something tells me they're not very happy to see him again. Oh.
Martian!
It's Stitch!
Yep. Called him a Martian. And they still look terrified. Yuna looks like she's about to say something. And Stitch looks... I don't know how to describe what Stitch looks like. But yeah, Stitch did exactly what he's not supposed to do. And he just came right inside. Yeah. Let's continue.
I'm for yokai!
You're not allowed to be here at school. Come on. What is that thing? Quick, put a muzzle on him!
He's not a doggy.
Well then, you're one ugly kid.
Well,
Ah! Ugly Martian snot in my face! Ah! Rip you to pieces! Don't you realize I'm a delicate little flower?
What's going on back there?
Nothing. Let's go. Bye-bye.
Who's this?
I'm sorry, Miss Kawasaki. I told Stitch not to come to school, but he just showed up.
So you're the famous Stitch. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. So, Akadurba and Bota.
Believe it or not, that was a bow. Yuna and Stitch are going into the forest to see Kijimunaa.
Oh, really? I haven't seen Kijimunaa since I was a little girl.
You met Kijimunaa? Yuna and Stitch are going into the forest to see Kijimunaa.
Oh, really? I haven't seen Kijimunaa since I was a little girl.
You met Kijimunaa before?
Yes, a long time ago.
And he didn't eat your eyeballs? What's he like?
Is he strong?
You'll find out soon enough.
Aw, but I want to know now.
Finding out yourself is part of the fun. Now go on and be careful.
Bye. Bye. Have fun. Don't let him eat your eyes.
Laundry we will do, laundry we will do. I love to clean my clothes, how about you? I tell you, Jumba, I simply adore these earthling household chores. I'll wash and dry my pants, I'll fluff and fold my dress. It's a good thing Florganarians are genderless.
Please to stopping singing nonsensical singings. Jumba cannot concentrate on fixing Space Scooter with you sounding like Wounded Moose on karaoke night. Fixed it.
I bet I'm even better at doing laundry than you are at fixing space scooters.
Fixed too good. Oh boy. What?
Look at this mess! Just because I do laundry better than you is no reason to get jealous and ruin all my hard work. Hey, where are you going?
We're gonna try to meet Kijimunaa.
Ooh, I want to go too, even though I have no idea who that is.
Hopefully a Space Scooter mechanic.
Kijimunaa is the strongest yokai on this island.
And he eats eyeballs.
Eats eyes! The ball part? Forget it! I'll stay here! I only have one precious eyeball, and if I lose it, I'll have to learn to do laundry by Braille! I'm not going!
Please to take him with you. I can't get any work done with him here.
That's easy for you to say, Jumba, considering you have 4 eyeballs!
See you guys. We have to get going.
Don't say I didn't warn you! If you lose your eyeballs, don't go looking at me!
I wonder if Kijimunaa really is as scary as Taro says.
Stitch is not afraid of Kijimunaa.
That's just a stag beetle, Stitch. I think Kijimunaa is bigger than that.
Soka.
That's just...
So much for not being afraid of Kijimunaa. Now he's jumping at everything, thinking everything is Kijimunaa. Oh, Stitch, you're not very subtle. You're not very subtle at all. You may be smart, but boy, you're not good at hiding things. Like, by hiding things, I mean hiding your emotions. You're not good at that, which is a good thing, depending on the emotion. So, yeah. Continue watching.
A tree lizard, silly. Don't be scared.
Not scared.
Totally not scared. Okay, we're good. Let's continue.
That's funny. That bullfrog thought the bucket on your head was a lily pad.
Yeah, funny.
Are you gonna act this scared when you meet the actual Kijimunaa?
Naga, Takaba.
I wouldn't go picking a fight with him. He is supposed to be the strongest yokai on the island.
Super, super.
And besides, we're not here as enemies, we're here as friends. Treat him like a cousin.
Okitaka.
There it is, Stitch, the biggest banyan tree in the forest.
Banyan tree? Igalagu.
I think she said Banyan, not
Hey,
Banyan.
Kijimunaa, are you up there?
Or Banyan.
Kijimunaa.
She said
Hello?
Hello.
Maybe he's sleeping. Wakey, wakey, eyeballs and bakey.
Migodaka ingata.
Stitch, you shouldn't climb his tree without permission.
Kijimunaa. Hello. Kaka talk ugataba.
Who's there?
Furumba Nagabertifa. Is that you, Kijimunaa?
Stitch, are you okay? What happened up there?
Got hit by something.
Who dared climb my tree?
Huh? Oh.
What do you want?
Are you Kijimunaa?
Kijimunaa? Don't mix me up with that little wimp.
Then who are you?
You don't recognize me? I'm world famous, the greatest yokai of them all, Tachichu! Look, kid, I'm not the guy you want, so go away.
Well, do you know where we can find Kijimunaa?
How should I know where he is?
I'm confused. Isn't this his home?
No, it's my home, and right now I'm going back inside to finish my nap.
Wait a minute.
Go find some other yokai to annoy.
It doesn't make any sense. Grandma said Kijimunaa lives in the biggest banyan tree in the forest.
Hey! Yuna ikata atsakopa.
I don't see anything.
Aba lucha. Natsuta nagatong naga. Agawa!
Wait for me! What was that thing? Huh? Stop it! Stitch, I don't think it's hiding under that tree. It's headed for the river. Get ready! And jump! Now we've got you! He fainted!
Wake up!
I think about it. I don't think I've ever seen Stitch faint. He could be knocked unconscious, but I don't think I've ever seen him faint. But then again, his main fear is water, so I don't think we will ever see him faint. But that's interesting. An interesting thing I thought I'd mention. Could be knocked unconscious. Fainting, maybe not so much. Which could be a bad thing for Stitch. Because knocked unconscious is a little bit more time consuming than just fainting temporarily. Well, by fainting temporarily, I mean fainting for like 3 minutes. Maybe longer if you're unlucky, but yeah. But then again, it's also hard to knock Stitch out. Like, he could smack him right upside the head very hard, and yet he'd still be awake. Maybe in pain a little bit, but other than that, he'd still be awake. Like, it took literally 3 trucks before Stitch passed out. Like, before he was knocked unconscious. It took him, like, essentially 2.5 trucks. He went through that many wheels. And every single one that crushed him, he popped. And I'm talking about the movie. Yeah. Anyway, let's just continue.
You don't have to be so scared of us, little fella. We're not gonna do anything to hurt you. Promise?
I do good deeds.
Pinky swear.
Pinky swear. Oh.
Not again. Not again, Stitch. You just promised to do good deeds and then you just... Oh, good Lord, Stitch. Never trust a promise from Stitch. Maybe you can trust a few promises from him, but, like, when it comes to not scaring you, never trust a promise.
Not nice. You promised him you'd be good, and you pinky swore.
Okitaka?
We're sorry for scaring you like that before. Look, Stitch is sorry too, and I guarantee he'll never do that again.
Soka. My name is Stitch.
And I'm Yuna. What's your name, little guy?
Stitch Yuna.
I'm Kijimunaa.
I told you. I told you. I knew it had to be him, or, like, who else would it be? We haven't seen any other yokai around the area that they were searching in, other than those 2 guys. So it had to be him, or the guy who threw a vine at Stitch. One of those 2. And I figured if it wasn't the guy who threw a vine at Stitch, it had to be the latter. And I was right. What can I say? I mean, then again, I could have also been wrong. But I was right. Yay. Let's do it. Alright, let's continue.
You're the strongest yokai of them all?
But you're so tiny.
You guys have heard of me? My grandma told us all about you. Hey, I know your grandma. She's a really nice person and a good friend. She told us where you live, but when we got there, a different yokai was living in your tree instead. I lost it to him in sumo. Sumo?
Agataka? Diapers?
Not diapers. They're called mawashi. Here, I'll explain it to you. You start by facing off in a circle. I lost it to him in sumo. Sumo?
Agataka? Diapers?
Not diapers. They're called mawashi.
He called those things that look like paper clips diapers? Is that what he called diapers? I don't... What? Where did he get diapers from?
Here, I'll explain it to you. You start by facing off in a circle like this, and you lose if you step out of the ring or if your opponent knocks you over.
Ah, Magata!
They look like chopsticks, but they're sticks. So what's it? But I still don't know what he called a diaper. But it seems like Stitch understands.
One day, Tachichu challenged me to a sumo match for my house. And you lost the match? But aren't you supposed to be the strongest yokai, especially at sumo? I am. I am. But Tachichu cheated. He blew fire from his mouth. Ah! Ow! Ow! That's not fair.
That doesn't seem fair at all.
It's against the rules.
You should cheat too.
Yeah, you...
I mean, we helped Kijimunaa.
Huh?
You should cheat. You should cheat too. Yeah, you should. I mean, we'll help Kijimunaa. That was the best. Found the weakest part. See what happens. I just love that. Those felines. I think those are going to be my favorite lines of episode 3, but I may be wrong.
How can we help?
Tugibawawa train Kijimunaa.
Yeah, Kijimuna can get his house back if he beats Tachichu in a sumo rematch. But I'm too small to beat Tachichu.
Who you calling small?
Huh?
Size doesn't matter.
That's right.
I was going to say Stitch is small, but Stitch is bigger than Kijimunaa. Look at that size difference. Like, that's the tuft of Kijimunaa's hair, and that's not even close to Stitch's height. Or at least close to it. Well, it is close to his height. It's like at his eye level. Like, good lord. It just...
Ready? In the blue fur and purple ears, Stitch!
Did she just say blue fur and purple ears? I'm sorry, but those don't look purple to me. I may just be losing my mind, but... Hold on.
Ready?
Where did... Oh, I guess it is kind of a purplish pink. Still purplish pink. It's not completely purple. Purple. I wouldn't say it's kind of... I don't know how to explain it. Stitch's ears are, like... Definitely watercolor.
Blue fur and purple ears.
Although from above they... Okay. Kind of like a light, darkish, magenta color. I don't know how to explain it. They're closer to purple than they are pink, but they're also kind of pinkish. I don't know how to explain it. But you see what I mean, right? Like, what color would you call that? I don't know what to call it. From zoomed in really close, it looked pink. It looks pink, but zoomed out looks a lot darker, especially in this area. Like, oh my gosh. Here, it's definitely purple. Like, right near his canal to his eardrums. I don't know what to call that. It's called a canal. I don't know. That's where it definitely looks purple. But here, it's kind of like a... It's close, but still quite a bit away. Anyway. And I like... Stitch is wearing a... I'm assuming that's a cup. But it could have also been what Stitch thought this was. I'm assuming that's what he meant. No, it's a cup. I believe it's a cup.
And wing it!
Or whatever they wear. Whatever it's called.
To 2 pounds, Kijimunaa!
Wait, how many
Full
pounds?
ears, Stitch! Teach you.
Who you calling small?
How many pounds?
Size doesn't matter.
Did it say
That's
how many
right.
pounds?
Ready? In the blue fur and purple ears, Stitch!
I'm just giving them more time to copyright me. Whatever. It's for the video. Yeah, let's continue.
And weighing in at 2.
They didn't say how much Stitch weighed. I was hoping for an estimate or even an exact number, but no. Disney are still trying to avoid that. They're still trying to avoid that dodgeball. We don't know how much Stitch weighs. We can approximate his height, not his weight. I believe Stitch is approximately like 3 feet 3 inches. I believe that's what we came up with. Um, let's do this. Please hurry up. I should just let it load first. Oh, great. Get rid of the Wi-Fi. Thank you. Let's see. Do we... Oh, pollen. Pollen's one of his weaknesses, and apparently sauerkraut is too. But that's not what I'm looking for. Where's his height? Where's his height? The top of it, the top of it don't have a height. They don't have a height at all. Stitch behaving like a dog. Yeah. You gotta be. What is Stitch? I'm just gonna. Stitch's height is approximately 3 feet. That's .co.uk. I don't know how accurate that is. Yeah. So Stitch can not only lift 3,000 times his own size, but he can also lift 3,000 times his own weight. So as long as something doesn't go beyond that parameters, he's perfectly fine. This is approximately. Stitch weighs approximately between 50 and 55 pounds. I'm not sure about that. Between 3 and 3.5 feet tall. So, yeah, I was close. 3 feet 5 inches, approximately, or 3 feet, which, but it says here that it's just 3 feet. But then again, Stitch is extremely close to Lilo's height, so I think Stitch is more like 3 inches off of Lilo. Not a whole entire 5 inches, but I may be wrong. Anyway, I'm not going to try and be MatPat today. I don't want to be MatPat. Well, for the most part, I don't want to be MatPat today. Like, yes, I'll happily take his spot, but then again, I would have no idea what to do. So let's try and not go too complicated and then just crash and burn. Please. Mistakes? Okay. Crash and burn? Not okay. Let's continue, shall we? How many pounds? Kijimunaa weighs 2 pounds. But then again, Stitch is extremely dense. Shouldn't that add on to his weight? Like, we shouldn't just be thinking about height, but we should be thinking about how fast he sinks in water and stuff like that. Like, all that can tell weight, density, and a whole bunch of crap. Anyway, let's just continue because we got 2 demonstrations of how fast he sinks in water. 2. One in the movie and one in the first episode of the show. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It will be in the description, and my reaction to it will also be in the description down below, along with the playlist of all the episodes. Right, let's continue. Okay, maybe Kijimunaa has the exact same amount of strength as Stitch. So maybe I underestimated him, but still stronger than Stitch. I'm not sure. I don't think so. But Stitch could have also done that to Kijimunaa if Kijimunaa was extremely far away from an edge and Stitch needed to push Kijimunaa a certain way because Kijimunaa was being protective another way. See? That's how Stitch could have won. But it seems like Kijimunaa sneezed on him at the perfect time and was a apparently Kijimunaa has an extremely powerful sneeze. Sneezed on him at the perfect time and blew him away a little bit. Enough to the point where he touched the ground, Kijimunaa was able to push him extremely far. So, yeah. Who's that? Bam. Yep, you did. Rude. Anyway. He was like, you got my attention. Quit freaking out, Kijimunaa. Kijimunaa, you got yourself into this. You got to get yourself out of this. Don't wimp out now. Did Kijimunaa just faint because he saw Stitch? What the heck just happened? Oh, it seems like he's back awake. But it seemed like he fainted. Tachu guy? When his actual name is Tachi. What do you say? Tatichu? Tachichu? I, I don't blame Stitch. His name is a lot harder to say than Kijimunaa. Yeah, well, it is what it is. What is Kijimunaa covered in? Where did it go is a better question. Too scared to sneeze. Stitch could have thrown you into the solar system. Well, maybe not into the solar system, but Stitch could have thrown you close to the solar system. Like, you'd be merely possibly 1,000 feet away from being out of Earth's gravity pull. Like, that's how hard Stitch could throw you. And you're saying he's scary? What's that guy gonna do? Use fire again, or his freaking vine? That's not gonna do anything as long as you don't let them hit you. Just don't run away. Stand and fight. Stand your ground. Ugh. Come on, Kijimunaa, you got this. Come on. You got this, Kijimunaa. I'm trying to keep it down, actually. It's quite late. Come on, Kijimunaa. Stitch really just played a... Stitch really pulled that card to talk to Kijimunaa. What if Kijimunaa didn't want a timeout? I didn't see anything against the rules. Well, maybe there was something I just didn't notice. I don't think there was anything against the rules. But yeah, Stitch just played a wild card and just timed out and instant reviewed everything. Well, that didn't work out in his favor. Good job, Kijimunaa. Yep. Oh my god. Oh, did you notice something there? Stitch didn't say Patuki. Stitch knows if something can understand his language or not, and he's also learning English faster than he does in the original show, which is quite interesting. In Lilo and Stitch, he still spoke Tantalog like half of the time. He seems more fluent in English. I mean, then again, it's been like years since Lilo, apparently, because how else would have had time to revert back to his destructive tendencies before he met Yuna again? Before he met Yuna, someone who loved him like Lilo, kind of, in a way, and cared for him after he cared. Like, it was mutual, essentially. Just like Lilo and Stitch's friendship was mutual. Yeah, let's continue. Meaning Stitch went back to being, or trying to be, good. Doesn't even know. Well, actually, maybe she does know. I don't think she does, though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's picking you right now. Okay, maybe he's as strong as Stitch. Or no, stronger because he didn't even have to grab him. He just kind of slid his hand on his body, and Stitch went flying. I don't know how that works. Like, he didn't even. He just, like, rubbed against his shoulder, and he went flying. What? Hold on. Let's rewind. Okay, maybe then. Maybe he did scoop him up and hit him. Okay, never mind. I thought. Ugh. Okay, let's continue. I need to stop saying, okay, let's continue. That works in his favor. You're really just getting on everybody's nerves, aren't you? Tatichu. Yeah, good lord. Stitch threw him farther! Okay. I stand proven wrong again. Stitch just threw Tatichu further than Tatichu threw Stitch. Good lord. Okay, Tatichu was definitely weaker than Stitch. He was just a lot stronger than, you know. Actually, I don't know what I was going to say there. I don't think he's a lot stronger than anything. He's just extremely strong. Strong enough to send Stitch flying. But Stitch is strong. He better. You don't, the legends were not true. He doesn't eat eyeballs. Fish, on the other hand, yeah, he does. We haven't seen it, so I guess I can't really confirm that he doesn't eat fish. But he definitely does not eat eyeballs. There's no way. That house. See. Alright. Well,